Hello guys, I have missed you so much. It feels like it's been forever, and it also just feels like extra forever because so much has obviously changed since I last filmed a YouTube video. I am a mother now. Can you believe it? This is James. He's currently snuggled up very snugly, sleeping on me, so I'm gonna let him sleep while I film this video, but definitely at the end I will get him out of here and I will introduce you guys. I'm so thankful that I had the ability to take a little bit of time off of social media and really just soak in this first month with him, because the cliche is true. Becoming a parent is like, you can't mentally prepare for it. You can do everything you can, watch all the classes, do everything to try to prepare, but nothing can really show you exactly what it's going to be like until they're born and you become a parent. So we've been navigating this new life and it has been the best. It's been so challenging. I've cried a lot, laughed a lot, happy tears, sad tears, but it's been amazing. We love him so much. Oh, he decided to pop out. Say hi. But I'm so excited also to be back and filming a video for you guys. So I thought the perfect video back would be a little third trimester recap, because I did this for my first and second trimester, and so I did like a recap of how I felt about those trimesters, and then I answered a bunch of questions at the end that you guys sent me in through Instagram. So we're gonna be doing the same thing today. Okay, I'm gonna lean back because I feel like my back is gonna hurt if I'm sitting up like this and I don't have a pillow, so hopefully that's okay if I'm just laying back here very casually while filming this. But first, I wanted to say thank you to Native for sponsoring this video. I've been a huge fan of Native for so long. My sister actually told me about them about, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, but I absolutely love their deodorant, and this actually goes very perfectly with this third trimester recap video, because honestly, through all of my pregnancy, I didn't realize how different you start to smell because of all your hormones and everything like that. So Native has been a total lifesaver, and throughout my pregnancy it was super important to me to continue to use clean products, and especially deodorants, because I did not want to use anything with aluminum in it, nothing with sulfates or parabens, and Native doesn't have any of that stuff in it. It actually has really great clean familiar ingredients like coconut oil, shea butter. It doesn't make you feel sticky, it dries really quickly. They have so many amazing scents. I'll show you guys the ones that I have. I have lavender rose. This one is super calming and fresh smelling. This is jasmine and cedar, which is another really good fresh scent. And this is cucumber mint. It's really fresh because it has that mint in there as well. They also have the option of plastic-free deodorants, so it's the same amazing formula, but it's just more sustainable packaging, so I really want to switch to those really soon as well. So 3 deodorants are normally $36, but you guys can use my code in my link and you can get them for $24. That is 33% off. And with my code, you guys can also get 20% off of any Native body wash and toothpaste. So I will have all that info down below. Thank you again to Native for sponsoring this video. Okay, so let's talk about the third trimester of pregnancy. So everyone talks about how the first trimester you're normally super sick and nauseous and all that type of stuff, and that was definitely true for me. And then in the second trimester, it's like the best trimester, I guess people say, and that was also true for me. I didn't feel sick, the bump was cute and coming in. And then the third trimester, I didn't really know what to expect, I guess, with the third trimester, but it ended up being the hardest trimester for me personally. I guess I'll talk about the first reasons, which was weight gain. The weight gain really happened for me in the third trimester, and I think a lot of it happened towards the end of my third trimester, and a lot of it was just extreme swelling, and that happened really in the last 3 weeks, I would say, of my pregnancy. But it became really painful, and I really didn't want to film videos anymore. I didn't want to take pictures, which is a big part of my job, so that was really hard, because I honestly looked in the mirror and I did not feel like myself, because I just felt so so swollen and puffy. And one thing that I would do differently in my next pregnancy, if I am lucky enough to get pregnant again, is to take more time off of work pre-birth, because I just kind of like stocked my schedule full until my due date, because I just thought I would take maternity leave after he was born, but I didn't think about how tiring that last month is. Oh, what is it? But that is one thing I would recommend if you are able to take a little bit of time off before your baby's born, because I didn't think about how huge and tired I would be. But you know, looking back, it is silly to feel like so annoyed by swollenness and weight gain and stuff, because it doesn't really matter. You're growing a human. Another thing was pain started really setting in for me during that whole time period, because throughout my first and second I really didn't have that much pain, which I was shocked about since I had broken my hip and my femur in the accident about a year ago. So I was just mentally prepared to be in a lot of pain throughout my whole pregnancy, but it really didn't start kicking in until my third trimester, and I think that is because of just the extra weight of my stomach, and just all over the extra weight, my leg really started bothering me and my hips started killing me. Okay, here's how I explain the pain that I really felt in my third trimester. You know that exercise machine at the gym where you're sitting down and you have your knees on the pads and you're pulling the thing in and out, like doing butterflies? Okay, it felt like I had done 100 of those every single day. So every step I took, my groin was just killing me. And I don't really know what that was caused from. I know it was pregnancy induced, but I didn't read online like a ton of people having groin pain. But that was like one of the worst parts. So if you have that too, please comment down below, because I felt like I was a crazy person for having that much pain in my groin. I think it's probably just from like my hips widening or something like that. Okay, I feel like I've been really ragging on the third trimester so far, so let me talk about something happier that happened in that time period. And that was that I really started mentally preparing to become a mom, because I don't know, throughout pregnancy it just all felt very surreal to me, and I think that had to do a lot with the way that we got pregnant very unexpectedly. And I kind of just felt like, is this real, the whole time throughout my pregnancy? And in the third trimester, that's when I really started to be like, okay, this baby is coming out. I'm about to have a baby, and I started really coming to terms with what that was gonna look like and how excited I was, because it just didn't feel real to me before the third trimester. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that towards the end of your third trimester, I know a lot of people say this, but you really start to be like, okay, I'm ready for this baby to come out of my body like really soon. And I didn't know when I was gonna get to that point, because I was like, I feel like I just need more time. I could be pregnant for like 5 more months and I'd be okay with it. Like, I felt like that during my second trimester. And then at the end of your third trimester, you really do get to a point where you're like, I would much rather have this baby out than in my body right now. So that was a cool thing that happened during my third trimester, because I feel like I really started feeling like ready for the baby. Something magical happens in your third trimester where you're really just like, okay, I'm ready. And I think that's a cool thing that God did in this like scheme of pregnancy and having a baby, that, oh, hello again, that you really do just become ready. Okay, do you just want to say hello to everybody, James? Are you just ready to make your grand appearance? Okay, everybody, he wanted to come out. So here is James Ryan Johns, born July 17th, 2021. He was 7 pounds exactly, and I wasn't expecting to do his little introduction mid-video, but he has a mind of his own. So also, I hate wearing makeup while having a newborn, because I just want to kiss all over him and rub my face all over him, and then I feel bad doing that when I have makeup on. So that's James. Maybe he'll stay out for the rest of the video. All of my DMs when I first posted him was, wow, copy and paste Marcus. James is tiny Marcus. And I agree, I think he looks so much like Marcus, but also I think his eyes look like my eyes. He has really big eyes, just like his mommy. So please, I have so much to say about birth and postpartum life, so I will definitely do a whole video about that. Marcus and I are filming his birth story video on our joint channel really soon, so I'll tell you guys all of the details about his birth and labor and all that crazy stuff. But oh my goodness, you're just really, really nice and really, really cute. How are you about to be that cute? Okay, a little change of plans, making sure I'm fully covered up here, but he was hungry, so time to breastfeed. But the show must go on. So I just had one more really weird symptom to tell you guys that I had in my 3rd trimester, and that was that I would throw up everywhere if I drank water on an empty stomach. So if I woke up and like drank a bunch of water, it would just come right out of me, and that was just such a weird thing that happened in my 3rd trimester. But that was the last thing that I had written down that I wanted to say about my 3rd trimester. So now let's go over to Instagram, and I'm gonna read the questions that you guys sent to me. The first question is, were you scared to give birth? Yes, I was. I felt a little bit like I had no idea what to expect, but I feel like it's really, really normal to be scared to give birth, especially if it's your first baby. You really just like can't really fathom what's gonna happen. So I was scared, but it didn't end up being scary, I would say. Another question was, did I have Braxton Hicks? Braxton Hicks contractions are basically just your body like practicing contracting, and I really didn't have Braxton Hicks. Not that I really like felt or noticed or identified as Braxton Hicks. Now I look back, and now that I know what a contraction feels like, I think I was having them like throughout the last few weeks, but I didn't have like really crazy ones that I noticed throughout my 3rd trimester. Someone said, my baby was born with a lot of hair too. How bad was your heartburn and acid reflux? I really didn't have horrible heartburn or acid reflux, and I know a lot of people say that when your baby has a lot of hair, you're gonna have a lot of heartburn, but I didn't have it that bad. I did always kind of feel like my food was like right up here in my throat, like when I would eat, but it wasn't any like burning or anything like that. But he has a lot of hair, and the first thing they said when he was coming out, they're like, he has so much hair. Someone says, what was in your hospital bag? I actually want to make a little like Instagram story post about everything that I brought in my hospital bag that I ended up using, because I think I filmed packing my hospital bag on YouTube, but it's a whole different story about the things that I wish that I would have brought and the things that I brought that I'm so glad that I brought. So if you guys want to see something about that, make sure to comment below. Number one thing would probably be like the Frida postpartum kit. I used a lot of the stuff that was in that. A few baby outfits, phone charger. Oh my gosh. Okay, one second. Okay, another question someone asked was, did I get any stretch marks? Yes, I got my first stretch mark in my 3rd trimester on my hip. I was actually FaceTiming with my sister, showing her my belly, and I was like, oh, there's a stretch mark. Never saw that before. And then after I gave birth, that's when all of my other stretch marks came. Like when my body was kind of shrinking down, I got a bunch of other stretch marks. So yes, I did get stretch marks. I don't have them like super horribly, but I'm also not mad about my stretch marks, because guess what? I got the most perfect little angel, and they're just a symbol of how I carried him in my stomach and how much of a miracle that is. So yes, I definitely did get stretch marks, but I did use this Osea body oil throughout my pregnancy, and I feel like that helped a lot. I'll link it down below. It's like a really thick, amazingly moisturizing oil. Okay, someone asked if I had any false alarms with him. I did not have any false alarms. I actually was induced. Surprise, I was induced. I probably should have waited to share that for our birth video, but oh well. I was induced, and I didn't have any labor scares before that point, but yeah, He was a week early. He was born at 39 weeks. So I did not have any labor scares or anything like that. My water didn't break. Nothing of the sort, James. Say nothing of the sort. A lot of people also asked how my sex drive was during my 3rd trimester, and I'm sure those of you who have been pregnant before can relate, but in your 3rd trimester, it's kind of like your sex drive is out the window. Oh, sorry, I'm embarrassing him. He said, please stop talking about this. Please stop talking about this. But yeah, I did not really, non-existent. Okay, I'll stop. James, you want to say hi? Hello, everybody. My name is James. My name is James. I'm the cutest one in the world. James, you're not allowed to be this cute. Seriously, it's illegal. It's actually illegal. You might have to go to jail. You might have to go to jail. The first 5-week-old ever put in jail might be you. Sorry to say it. My biggest advice to you, if you are in your 3rd trimester right now, would be that all the pain and discomfort is going to be a distant memory when you have your baby. I promise you that. You're going to be able to sleep on your stomach soon, and you're going to feel so much relief and pressure being gone once you give birth. So just keep sticking through. I'm proud of you, and I love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad that you got to meet James in this video. We have so many new ones planned for you guys, like our birth story. I'm going to do a 4th trimester recap video for you guys too, because postpartum is crazy, and this might be the most crazy time period, honestly, more than even pregnancy. But we love you so much. I'm so happy to be back to YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you very soon. Bye.